Hello everyone, I'm Krista Rainbow. Welcome to my channel. Let's get colorful. So I'm going to be talking to you about the Golden Infinity Flow technique, which is an energy healing method that uses higher dimensional frequencies. And so the first time I had my experience with the Golden Infinity Flow technique, I was at a psychic fair and this lady was offering treatments. And I had a treatment and it was the most beautiful energy that I had ever experienced in my entire life. And she spoke light language during the session as well. And I found that that was very beautiful. And about a month after I had a treatment, I got extremely sick. And I believe that this was kind of a detox of the body and me kind of getting ready for my vibration to go up. And I had really experienced a lot of benefit from this treatment. So I thought, you know, if she ever decides to offer this training, this is definitely something that I want to learn how to do. And so sure enough, within a couple months, she was offering the training. And so I jumped on it. I really wanted to learn everything about it. And so it was a big process because part of the course was that you had to raise your vibration. And so the Golden Infinity Flow technique is a series of alignments, attunements, activations, and accelerations of higher dimensional frequencies. And this treatment is actually done with energetic codes that were created by my teacher. And she downloads these codes, she creates these codes with light language symbols, and then the treatment is done using these codes. And the treatment is performed over a crystal grid. And so I am an avid collector of mineral specimens, and so I like to create a really big grid using 100 to 200 crystals that go underneath the grid, and that is a big part of the Golden Infinity Flow technique. You want to have those crystals to help channel in that light energy. So the Golden Infinity Flow technique is a very strong energy. It's much stronger than Reiki, for example. And there's grounding done throughout the session a lot. So there's a lot of moving from the head to the feet and grounding the energy. A lot of times people will move, their eyes will flutter. I've had people, you know, take deep breaths. It's a very strong energy. The cool thing about the Golden Infinity Flow technique is Reiki is more of a subtle energy, whereas Golden Infinity Flow technique, it doesn't take the subtle approach. It's getting to the bottom of things, and it's going to raise your vibration. And so a lot of people, when they have the experience, they feel like they're not even in the room when they're having the session. And I always think that's really cool. And I've had people say, oh, I was astral projecting during my session. And you actually don't want to have too long of a session. I find that people often fall asleep because the energy is so strong. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're paying for a service, you want to probably experience it. And so a lot of people report after they have a session that they sleep really well. A lot of people have loved ones come to visit them in their dreams. And actually quite a few people have told me that they have had contact with ETs after they had a session. So that's always really cool. And so I started speaking light language after I took the Golden Infinity Flow technique training. That's kind of what triggered my happening on that. So if you're interested in learning that story, I do have a video on that. You can check it out. And I just encourage you to just work with higher dimensional frequencies. This service is not something that's really done around the world, but if you just learn to work with higher dimensional frequencies, you can get the same sort of benefit. And I just find that it's a really cool session. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with me.